Hi there everyone, how are you doing today? I am back again with another video. Today we're doing something very cool. I have heard in the comments and read every comment possible, and I saw that revenge makeup or female gaze makeup is something very popular. Today I wanted to dive into female gaze makeup. I love looking at beautiful women, and when they have their makeup on point, I just cannot help it and I stare at them. Like, I'm a creep when it comes to beautiful makeup application, beautiful women. I love women so much, and therefore when they have beautiful makeup, it just makes me stare at them more. But that's what the point is. Like, female gaze is where you are so mesmerized by a woman, her makeup. But in general, female gaze is something that is very opposite from a male gaze. For example, males don't like to look at something that is a little more dramatic. In my opinion, that's what I've learned. But when it comes to female gaze, we like a little more dramatic, sexy, like cat eye, more dark feminine energy, while male gaze is more like angelic, very light feminine energy. I have spoke about femininity and feminine energy in the past. That's not something that I talk about, but if you are interested, those videos are still up. There is difference between light and dark feminine energy, and there is makeup that differentiates the two that probably will attract a male people, population, and female population. But of course, there is preferences. Everybody has their own taste, so I'm not going to say that's like a fact, but that is just what is more popular in female or male eyes. Don't take my word as a fact, it's more like what I have been observing. I also want to start off this video by letting you know that this video is sponsored by the Online Makeup Academy. You guys, I have been taking their courses. I'm obsessed with it, but I'll be taking you on to the journey a little bit later in this video. I just want to let you know right off the bat. I have been learning so many cool things with them through how to conceal your face, how to make sure your base is flawless, how to be qualified as a makeup artist, or how to be a very good at makeup in general. This course that I'm taking is called the Masterclass, and it's perfect for people who want to just be more better at makeup like me, or the people who want to be a makeup artist that are professional for brides, let's say, or for people who work with models. I feel like that's just a beautiful course. It's so worth every penny because I've learned so much throughout the few weeks that I've been taking it. I'm taking it for like at least 3 weeks now. And you guys, I'm learning so much. I'm actually going to be doing a makeup look that is slightly inspired by it, but also it will be a makeup look with the skills that I have learned, which is so much more important. I will be talking more about it. I could talk about it for a long time because I love it so much and I'm very genuine about it. I love makeup and I love learning about makeup, and I just feel like there's not enough courses online that teach you in depth, like from the prices, what should you price yourself, from how to talk to people like your clients or the people you do your makeup with, how to blend your makeup, what type of brushes to use. I have never felt like I'm in a classroom learning something while I'm sitting at home. I've never felt that genuine experience, and I feel like that's just worth it so much. Like I said, I will be sharing a little bit more a little bit later, but I just want to throw that at you. I'm so excited for this video. Let's get started. Alright, I have already started my makeup with the eyebrows. I just wanted them to be done. I don't want to talk about my eyebrows too much. They're different for everyone. I just filled them in and I cleared it out with a concealer. I'm now going to be focusing a little bit more on the eye, so I will add concealer over the eye. What I learned in the makeup course that I'm taking is that it's best if we do eye makeup a little before the face makeup, just because if we're doing a more dramatic look, which we are doing a more dramatic look, a lot of fallouts could happen and that would be pretty bad. So what we try to do is focus more on the eye area first, and then we'll go transition into foundation, concealer, and etc., just so that nothing falls out and everything looks nice and seamless. I do want to first prep my face, so what the makeup course recommends is something very nice and simple, something that will protect the skin barrier. I will be going with the Ordinary Saccharomyces Milky Toner. This is something that is very similar to the Road one. I like this one a lot. I have been using it for a good 2 months. I will keep repeating it because I do have new viewers coming in, and I'm really sorry about it, but this is just something that I would do for any type of skin prep. We're doing something very nice, hydrating, but we're not doing something greasy. I love a greasy look. Like when it hits summer, you guys, I love to have a shiny face. Like I don't care what people think. I want to look as oily as possible, but in a healthy way. Like I look hydrated, not oily. That could be a little cringe to a lot of people, but I just love it. I feel hydrated. Like I feel like I'm very healthy when I'm drenched in like hydrating products. I'm keeping the barrier of my skin very nice and healthy, hydrated at all times. I'm probably repeating a lot of stuff, and I know I do that a lot. I just get a little nervous in front of camera. Alright, so for the next part, I'm going to be adding my sunscreen. This is Everyday Humans. I just got this one. I feel like I have wanted to give this one a try. I have the bigger version of this one. This one is just like a mini, like travel size. And I kind of like it. I love the nice glow that it gives me. That beautiful, like luscious look. And once I do apply it over to my face, I do feel like it just gets absorbed very easily, and it's very nice and lightweight, so I don't feel it on my skin. This is a new sunscreen that I have been trying, and I don't mind it at all. Like I don't see any white cast. It looks nice, glowy, and I feel like that would be a nice base for a lot of makeup, especially from the transition from summer to fall, because I've noticed that a lot of our skins do tend to dry out when it's transition from a season to a season. I hate the transitions, you guys. I rather stay in a place where is one season. I have the little tingly sensation that sunscreens would usually get if it's like a little hot, but I just like how it looks. I like the glow. Alright, let's go with the eyes. I'm going to be putting a little bit of the concealer over to the back of my hand. I'm using the Shade Concealer. This is shade 7. And I'll be applying it with the like a small foundation brush or a concealer brush. It's like a flat top brush. What I've learned in the course is that brushes make a lot difference. The brushes that have a flat surface like this one are really good for applying your foundation and your concealer. So I highly recommend that. It will just give us a really nice base. Usually I wouldn't do anything like that. I would use the excess of whatever is left off. For example, I would pull it like makeup, and I would use the brush or the beauty blender that has some of the product that is already left off from applying other parts of the face, and then apply it over to my eyes so that it kind of, let's say, just conceals the redness in the eye, and it just gives us the primed surface. But as I'm going through the course, I'm learning that right now even it's not enough of the primed look. I'm going to apply it just a little more. This is just going to help us keep the eyes pop a little more, and we're just going to tap it all in, and I'm going to bring it into the inner corners. And as you can see, my top layer of the lid is a lot more concealed. It is a very good base to start off with the eyeshadows. I'm just going to add a little bit, like a little layer of it under my eye, just so that it gives me a little more pop, because I will be putting eyeshadow under here as well. But we will be adding a little more product on there once we put the face makeup as well. Okay, so what I learned in the course itself is that blending is so important when it comes to eyeshadows. Today I will be using cream shadows and also the shadows that are powdery. There is a lot of things when it comes to powdery and cream products, so you don't want to mix those too much. I will be starting off with a cream product and then apply our powdery product so that it doesn't interfere and does not appear patchy. I will be applying the Giorgio Armani. Can't really tell because it washed off. That's kind of disappointing. It did wash off, but it's this ashy brown color I really like. I'm just going to be applying it like right where my crease starts. As you can see, we're going to focus a lot on the crease. As you can see here, if I open up and I have lid space here, but when I close my eyes, I don't have like enough lid space. I have hooded eyes. For the female gaze, we're trying to bring a lot of attention onto the eye. So I will be doing a little bit of a smoky eye with a nice sharp line, and we will bring our attention over to the lip as well. We're going to have that nice flawless finish, and I will just show you how to blend everything out easily. I'll be taking a fluffy brush like this, and I will just blend it all in like a C shape. Like I'm going to be taking it from here, blending it, and then taking it over to the middle or the center and creating like a C shape. So I'm just going to focus on the crease and over to the water or lash line. Blending is the most important part of this look. We're trying to give ourselves the smokiest eye possible. This color is perfect for the base. I will be adding just a little bit more of the brighter brown color just so that it gives off like the ombre look. But this is perfect base. Like you could barely see it. It blended in very nicely. It is more of the ashier brown. So it's like a perfect base for the other colors that I'll be using. What I learned in the course itself is layering your makeup is so cool. Like I did not learn the techniques of layering makeup and how important it is. And layering your eyeshadow gives you the most beautiful and most authentic look. And so far, I just learned how to do it with the eyeshadows, and I feel like my makeup game changed so much more. I will be adding a brown. I'll be taking this dark brown here, and I'll be taking a pointy or pencil blending brush like this one and applying as much as product as possible by tapping it in and grabbing the product. And I'll just focus, like you could see here, I'll be focusing it right on the waterline, and I'll be bringing it to the center. I'm not bringing it towards the inner corner. Oh, you see the fallout? This is why we did the eyes first. Yeah, so I should have literally tapped it out, but yeah, this is important so that you don't mess your whole makeup. We're going to wipe that off, but the fallout is crazy. Focusing it on the waterline. Let me clean up the fallout so it's not looking scary to you. It really looks like a black eye. Now I will be taking a fluffy brush and making the line that I just created very, very smooth. I'll be blending it outwards and also inwards into the inner corner so that I'm just stretching the color out, but mostly focusing on the outer corner and bringing it over to the eyebrow, let's say. Making the shadow look as blended as possible. Do you see how it already gives like that nice layered look? It has one tone and also it has another one that we have just added. Now I want to add in a little bit of like that reddish brown color, and then we'll go in with our eyeliner. We are going to be taking similar pencil brush like this one, and I have OPV Beauty London palette. This is like a blossom palette. It's really pretty, but I'll be using this Phlox color right here. And I will be doing the same thing. So I'll be focusing mostly on the waterline. I'll be just tapping it in right here. This will just make my eyes pop a little more. This could work on any eye color, but if you do have lighter color eyes, this will just work really, really good. Like it will pop your eyes. Now I'll take a flat top brush just to stretch out. What I've learned is to keep a fluffy brush around so that you could blend it. I just want to make the line a little less harsh, and that is also a key to remember. Always make sure that you have a fluffy brush to blend everything out so that nothing looks harsh, so that you don't have any harsh lines, especially when you're working with shadows. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Don't be scared to mess anything up. We're going to clear everything up with a concealer right after. Don't be scared to do anything, especially if it comes to something under here on your face. So I'm really liking the eyeshadow look. It's going to come all together once I do my whole face, but overall I really love the colors. It gives off like nice burgundy colors, which is really pretty, and they work really nice together. I would now want to go ahead with a little bit of glitter. I'll be using his Dominique's Unconditional palette and using the shade Soul right here. It's a really pretty color, and I will be focusing this onto the inner corner right here. And like you see here, I'm using a similar very small pointy brush just so that I could grab the glitter specks a little more and it's easier to apply. Now I want to take this color here. It's a little bit warm red color. I just want to add it a little bit on the center. This will give the nice warmth to the eye makeup. And we'll finish off the eyeshadow here. We're just going to blend everything out and make sure that everything looks nice blended, no harsh lines, no harsh. Before I end it though, I do want to make sure that I add a little bit onto the waterline underneath here. This considers to be the glitter. And also a little bit of the shadow that we have previously added just to darken the eye a little more. We are now ready for the eyeliner. This is L'Oreal Infallible, and I will be adding it over to the waterline. I have learned this cool trick in the makeup course as well. This will just give your eyes a little bit more depth. And for the female gaze makeup, I feel like the depth of the eyes is just like what gives that vibe in general. Now I want to curl my lashes and prep them for mascara. I'll be adding my L'Oreal primer. Okay, so while that is drying out, I will be adding my eyeliner. What I also learned in the course is that when it comes to different eye shapes, they teach you everything about eye shapes. Eye shapes that are so important when doing your eyeliners. To learn about my eyes, they are almond-shaped droopy eyes. They go downwards and they're hooded. Like, I don't have the most beautiful eye shape or the most perfect eye shape, so it's very hard to work with. So learning your eye shape is so important to figure out the things that you could do with your eyes. And I have learned that a bat wings works the best for my eye, and if you have a similar eye, that could work very well as well. I'm just going to add a very thin line right before my eye ends, like where the eye cuts. I don't want to do a very thick line, but still it would be like very nice and bat looking, just because whenever I close my eyes you see it's like a little bit of a bat, and then I open it and it's normal. That's just the struggle of my eye. And I try not to go further than my eyebrows, so I'll do a very thin line like so. Okay, so for the mascara, I will be going with the Tarte Tubing Mascara. This is one that is my favorite right now. We are trying to make sure that the lashes are a little more sparse and fluffy. I don't want them to look too thick. I want them to be a little more sparse. Alright, so I'll be taking a pencil brush that I have used prior with a darker brown shade. I'm just going to apply it over to the bottom lash here and bring it over to my eyeliner so that it looks a little more together. We're going to clean it up with a concealer, so don't you worry, but I just want to add a shade here. This is just going to look a little more prettier once we add in the face makeup. Going towards the face makeup, I firstly want to consider my imperfections, and currently I'm struggling with hormonal acne right over on my face, and I want to conceal them. The way I'll do it is that I'm looking at them and they are red. So I'll try to use a concealer that is a little bit of a green color. This will just cancel out the redness. Or also use an orange color with my olive undertone. I have received this beautiful Eye Magic concealer palette. It has all the color correcting shades. Color correcting is something very new to me and it actually helped a lot. It's cream concealer. It comes with the palette that you order with the course as well. So once you go in with the course, you receive a basic palette with all of the things that you may need: eyeshadows, foundations, concealers, blush, everything, a brush set and a makeup case. And this is the color correcting palette that I'll be using. I'm just going to use the green shade to cancel out my redness here. Yes, I look a little bit funny right now. This is not face paint. This is just something that will be able to help me conceal my imperfections. I look really funny right now. I will also be adding the orange one right here under my eyes to cancel out my blue under eye bags. But yeah, this is just a theory of color correcting. This will help me have a much better base. I will be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. I will be using the back of my hand, but you know, to stay hygienic, I always suggest with the mixing palette, like they do recommend in the course. But I will be doing makeup on myself most of the time, so that is just something that I don't have to follow, but it's very hygienic to do so. I'll be taking this much and I apply it to the beauty blender and just go in with my foundations. And as you can see, like, it does a really good job at covering all of the color correcting, so you don't have to worry about any color showing off. I'll also be adding a little bit of concealer after. And also don't forget your NYX. Alright, so the foundation is finally on. I do still look a little crazy because I do have to clean up with a concealer right under my eyes. As you can see, it's a little not as even because I was going in with a beauty blender. But I'm going to be using a brush now. And I will be using the concealer again with a flat brush. And I'll be going right under and sharpening the eye like so. Just so that it just looks nice, sharp, and even. I don't want to go too deep into the under eye. Okay, so my eye makeup look is done and concealing it completed the look. I do look like a ghost as of right now. But I'll be adding some blush and bronzer and also a little bit of a contour, so don't be scared. I love the makeup that is coming out right now. I love the techniques that I have used. Color correcting definitely helped to conceal the acne that I had here. Like, there's no more redness. Of course, there's going to be some texture. Like, we're not unrealistic here, but the texture is so much less visible because I've used so many techniques that the Makeup Academy has taught me, and I am obsessed. Like, there are some things that are in my skin that are not looking flawless, and these things are very beneficial to know. And not a lot of people are talking about it, so I wanted to bring that out too. I love the energy that this eye makeup is giving, and I cannot wait to finish it up. So what I'm going to do now, I will be adding a little bit of blush and contour. I will be using Moira. And for my contour, I will be using the OG Hydroganics Sculpted Face Stick in shade Amber. This is a very nice and cool tone. I will be also baking my face today, and this will give off that nice glammed up look as well. But this is a nice shimmery shade. As you can see, it's like a very, very faded sculpting stick. Follow the face shape and contour my nose. It's so subtle. I love a subtle contour stick, and this just works really, really nice. And the magnet, cherry on top. I'm using Soft Blush Balm. This is a new launch from Moira. I have got so many of them. I'm so obsessed with the shades. I was sent this by PR and I'm just obsessed. Like, these is the only blushes that I'm currently using this whole month. Look how beautiful the shade is. It's like this. It's more of the brownish color. I love it. It's going to give me that nice, elegant, bronzed look, which for this makeup is perfect. We're going to also just certainly add it over to the nose and the chin area and also the lips, because you could add that to your lips, of course. Alright, now I'll be taking It Cosmetics fluffy brush like this to blend everything out. What I've learned in the makeup course is to tap everything in and just blend everything much more airbrushed. And if you're looking to give yourself the more airbrushed look, tap it in, girl, because it just looks immediately beautiful and you're not dragging your face. I do say that a lot now because I have been taking the course, but that's just a general. I am in love with all of the skills that the course is giving me. I have not thought that dragging your face with makeup brush could actually give you wrinkles. And it also smudges the makeup too much, so you really don't want that. Of course, you're not forgetting your jawline because we don't want to look silly. And we are going to blend the nose as well. Our forehead. So before we go ahead with baking and the lip products, I want to go ahead with this liquid highlighter by Murta as well. This is the Glow Show liquid highlighter. I want to add it to the back of my hand. And I'll take a fluffy brush like so and just apply it over to my cheekbone area. Okay, I'm going to be seen on an airplane. Look at the glow. I am so shiny right now, hence to the base as well, but mostly because my face needs a little bit of baking. I'm going to take off the foundation that is on my lips right now. I'm trying out the new translucent powder that I have received. This is OPV Beauty as well. I have received their translucent white powder. It kind of reminds, the packaging kind of reminds me of Laura Mercier, my favorite one. Okay, let me just open it up with you guys. I'll be using their sponge. It's so nice and velvety. I think it will look really, really nice. Let's just say I have never tried their powder, so it'll be like a first impression. I'll be applying it over to the cap and going in with their sponge. The way my skin just like stuck that in. I'm going to be highlighting my under eye like so. What I also learned about baking in the makeup course is that you would apply it, if you already did your face, you would apply it over to the under eyes. If you are going to add any more eyeshadows, this will just keep the fallouts out of your face as well, especially so that you don't have to go back into your makeup and reapply it. We're gonna snatch our face. I love how this feels. Like, I cannot move this part of my face right now. Like, that set in nice. And I'm just going to do a little bit of the nose. Let's slightly tap in my forehead so that it doesn't look so shiny. The shine will come back though. Don't forget under your nose. Okay, we'll keep that on for a little bit. I am currently like really liking the effect of this translucent powder. It's giving me that nice blurring out, and I feel like it just like I'm touching my skin. It doesn't feel like I have makeup on, but I do have like a few layers. I am enjoying it as right now. Alright, so while that sets in, we just want to talk a little bit more about the Makeup Academy. And in general, I just want to share my genuine feelings about it and how I really think it's just such a cool opportunity to learn new skills and makeup. Over the past 3 weeks of me taking this course, I've learned so many cool skills. I learned how to do makeup when your skin is quite oily. Like, I've learned all of the combination skins. I've learned how your eye shape really impacts the way your eye makeup could come out. So it's very important to learn all of these things. And if you are the type of person to do makeup on someone else, for example, if you're trying to become a makeup artist, which is so cool, I feel like it's an amazing opportunity to do it on your own pace from home, and you are not getting pressured to do it at a certain time period. So it does have homework. You are designated to a person who will be checking your homework, so you will be submitting your makeup looks to that person and they will be letting you know and giving you the feedback. I feel like that's just so amazing. You are not pressured. You could do it at your own pace. And of course, this is something that you could progress in your career, become a makeup artist, a very cool certified makeup artist, and of course, be very qualified if you want to do your makeup like I do from home by myself and on myself. I've learned so much so far. Smoky eye, natural glam, bridal makeup, so beautiful. And also they have nice bonuses at the end. I do also want to share that their makeup kits come in very handy. I have so much makeup that is going to be so useful. I have multiple eyeshadow palettes, blush palettes, and of course a little bit of everything. Let me just take off this baking really quick and I'll get back to you all. We'll just do a fluffy brush like this and we'll swipe it away from face. But I'll be tapping the areas where I did not do baking just so that I could manually set it in as well so that it looks nice overall. Wow, the effect of this powder, you guys. Are you kidding? That's beautiful. I am in love with this effect. Alright you guys, let's finish up with the makeup look. I'll be using Espresso. This is my favorite NYX pencil and I'll be outlining my lips with it. Now I want to shade it in just a little bit. This is my current favorite lip combo. And now I'll be taking the NARS lip balm. I could not tell what it is, but it's this nice beautiful brown shade. I love how dark it is, but on the lips it just looks like a cookie. Like it looks like brown sugar. It's just a perfect combo for this look especially. Now I will be taking the NARS Laguna. This is a bronzer. I almost finished it. This is a tester, but I really like this bronzer. I just found it. And I'm going to just put in over to my cheekbones so that I could give myself a little bit more of a bronzed look. So I don't want to add the powdery products on top of the cream products. That's why I have set my face in before I went in with everything else. Alright, now let's fix our face with the misting spray Super Hold Super Fix Revolution. Love it so much. It gives me a nice matte look. This will just help to melt your skin away, the makeup away, to put everything in together. We have that nice, beautiful female gaze makeup look. I just feel like it has to be focused on the eyes and the lips. This makeup look is my all-time favorite right now. I feel like it's also perfect for fall. I'm actually getting ready for a date, so I'll be taking this one out. And I cannot wait for you all to try it. Also, big thanks to Online Makeup Academy for sponsoring this video and giving me the opportunity to learn. I am in love with the course. It's been really helpful. It gave me so much clues. I don't want to repeat myself too much because I genuinely love it so much. I learned so many things and use all the skills in my makeup career in the future. I do want to wrap this video, so thank you again Online Makeup Academy for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to click on the link below to check it out. You guys, I feel like it's a special opportunity for anyone. All that said, I don't want to ramble too much and keep you tired, but I really want to thank you so much for watching it. Thank you for suggesting this type of video. Let me know if you want to see male gaze makeup because it is quite of a different style of makeup, but I'm so in love with this makeup look. I feel very confident right now and I think this could be very nice for like a full glam occasion, maybe like a wedding. Maybe this will be nice for wedding guests mostly, but mostly like a New Year's makeup. Maybe I suggest for you to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so that you don't miss any of my uploads. I will be seeing you on here and also on Instagram. We are besties on there. I answer every one of you on there, so don't forget to follow me on there. And finally, I really hope to see you on the next video. I hope you're going to be well. Goodbye.